Well, I wasn't feeling anything particularly hyped up. You know, I was actually saying to myself, why have I come to David's tent? You know, what's going to happen, Lord? I don't want to leave here the same as when I arrived. So when I sat down with Charles, who was the coach, and immediately I could feel the Holy Spirit in me, and I started to want to cry. It was like, oh, hang on, something's going on here. And the way he took me through the process, it just blew my mind. It just amazed me that, you know, the way he did it was, you know, just asked a few basic questions. What do people say about you at your work and things? And then, does that remind you of a character from the Bible? And I said, yes, Paul. Now, Paul's not one of my favourite characters in the Bible, so that must have been Holy Spirit. And then he said, well, tell me, you know, ask the Holy Spirit to show you some characteristics of Paul. So, and then he kept saying, and what else is he showing you? And what else is he showing you? And I had a list of about 12 different things.
Wow.
And I was just getting more and more emotional as the time went on, because I realised these things were also, you know, these characteristics were my characteristics as well. And in the back of my mind was the fact that just, you know, the day before I had bought one of the Passion translations of Paul's letters, and again it was like, why did I do that? Because he's not particularly one of my favourites, and I realised the Holy Spirit had set me up already to understand that it was him that was speaking to me through this coaching session. And the thing that, and before I'd even come to David's tent, I'd started reading some of the prophetic words that people had given me over many years, and I realised that there was a cluster of them that talked about, I'm going to impact big swathes of people. But because my history is one of anxiety, and you know, my life has felt quite contained for years, I've just put them to one side and thought that can't possibly be right. But the Holy Spirit was just on my case in such a powerful way that I knew it was him speaking to me. I had to go away and I spent a couple of hours in the woods just trying to process things with God. And I've come away with, I just feel so encouraged and excited, but also kind of just gobsmacked, really, because what my coach was telling me was that God's showing me those characteristics of Paul because they're the characteristics he's also given me. And so the potential that's in me, that God's already put in me, even with all my weaknesses, even with all my you know, the things that I struggle with, there's still, because Paul struggled with different things. He struggled with illness, he's, you know, but he still managed to reach thousands. And so I came away with this, I'm still processing it. I still, you know, it still needs to be worked out, but came away with just a feeling of, gosh, you could even do that with me, Lord.
Wow, that's incredible.
And, you know, I'm 53 years old, so just to say it's never too late for God to show you your destiny. And again, the thing that really spoke to me about the character of Paul was he had a period of obscurity, and then God launched him. And so I'm thinking, even at 53, it's not too late for God to launch you to impact people. It's never too late. You know, God has put individual characteristics within every single one of us, with all of our faults, with all of our weaknesses, but he uses those not even despite them, but through them as well. And you know, it's never too late for God to show you the plans and purposes that he has for your life.